once again, it's your boy, the Conservative Wolf. I want to say thank you guys. I appreciate y'all a whole lot, bunches and bunches and millions of millions, because I know my content schedule has been kind of topsy-turvy lately, but I appreciate the patience. I appreciate the support, as always, and you guys are my conservative patriot family. I love y'all and thank you. And we are all victorious, not victims. So let's get into the meat of the sandwich tonight. Tonight, this is going to be a special video because I have a very dear friend of mine. He's a brother to me. He's like my brother. And he's a patriot. He loves his country, and he has a message that needs to be heard, and it's the truth, and nothing but the truth. And it's a truth that all of us know and understand. So I'm not gonna have my big old head on here too much longer. I'm gonna go ahead and roll the audio because, you know, he's like a lot of us that do social media and whatnot are being highly censored. The left don't want the truth out there. Stuff is just so heavily censored now. They're shadow banning information. They're protecting Joe Biden, and they've got some of these people duped into believing that that everything against Biden is propaganda, when in fact the media is the propaganda machine. It's really ironic that people are not that smart anymore. People are just dense and believe what they're told, you know, because that's what the media is doing. They're telling the public that everything that's being said against Biden is being made up. But what I don't understand is, how do you listen to this man say racist things? That whole video that was leaked with him talking to the black so-called civil rights leaders. I mean, come on, man. Really? But anyway, it's up to people like me who are content creators to be the real media, to expose the truth. So it's crazy, but there are plans of this great reset that they want to do. Most Americans aren't going to be down with that, but most Americans are sleeping. Most people that are normies who don't know all this stuff is going on, I mean, and that's how they like it. They want the normies to stay asleep, and they want the ones that they're brainwashed and have control of to stay sheep. But wolves are not concerned with the plight of the sheep or the opinions of the sheep. And I got that quote directly from my brother. So without further ado, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and roll this audio for you. Please listen carefully. He's a great guy, man. He's a very sharp guy, and he's a patriot just like us, man. Family just like us. So I'm gonna let the the audio play rather. And as always, I love you guys. Remember, you are victors, not victims. And also, by the way, check your notification bell to make sure that the notification is in the proper setting to know whenever my videos come out. And please share. If you like the video, please share it with your friends. For anybody who's watching who hasn't subscribed, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. Also, anybody that wants to make any donations to the channel, please feel free to do so. I have a Cash App link that I'm going to put in the description box. There's no obligation. You're not obligated to do any. I mean, I love you. Come to the channel. You know, you don't have to drop anything there if you don't have it. It's just there. If you have it in your heart to drop a donation my way, I appreciate it. It'll go towards the channel. I need to upgrade my tech so I can actually bring you guys, really good quality videos. I would like to do more. I would like to grow the channel. So that will go a long ways in that. And for those of you who don't know, I do have a few other channels. So I'll be dropping links to those as well, if you want to check out the other side of me, other than the political side. So, but thank you very much. Now, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and roll this.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're back again. First of all, I want to say thank you to Terrence over at Conservative Wolf for inviting us on and inviting us to be a part of the Wolf Pack. Appreciate it, brother. Remember, wolves are not concerned with the opinions of sheep. Now, the one thing I want to talk about today, the main thing, is something that's called the Great Reset. Now, I know there's a lot of talk of it going around, and some people are curious. Some people are just, not worried about it. But the issue is, this is a real thing. It was created by a German scientist to advance the cause. It's a Trojan horse for communism. It's really simple. The World Economic Forum, i.e. the elites, have decided that we need something called the Great Reset. Now, with the Great Reset, they plan on changing pretty much our entire way of life. Some of the people behind this include the Prince of Wales, the Managing Director of International Monetary Funds, the General Secretary of the International Trade Union, and the Secretary General of the United Nations. These are the elite. These are the people that want to control us. Now, the World Economic Forum had a video up until recently. They posted it up in 2016, late 2016, about the 8 points that need to change during the Great Reset. We'll run through those real quick. Number 1 is you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. Whatever you want, you'll rent and be delivered by drone. Number 2, the U.S. won't be the world's leading superpower. A handful of other countries will take that over. Number 3, you won't die waiting for an organ donor. No transplants, just 3D printed organs. Number 4, you'll eat much less meat. An occasional treat, not a staple for the environment. Not a staple, good for the environment and our health. Number 5, 1 billion people will be displaced by climate change. We'll have to do a better job at welcoming and integrating refugees. Number 6, polluters will have to pay to emit carbon dioxide. There will be a global price on carbon. This will make fossil fuels history. Number 7, you could be preparing to go to Mars. Scientists will have found a way to keep you healthy in space. Number 8, Western values will have been tested to the breaking point. Checks and balances that underpin our democracy must not be forgotten. Now, this video was taken down earlier this year after a lot of controversy. And I can understand why. Just number 1 is controversial enough. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. Well, they do say less is more, but not from these people. I don't want to get into the breakdown of each individual point just at the moment. I want to hear from Conservatives, Wolves fans. Want to know if they want to hear more. And if you don't believe me, this is not a rabbit hole. This is not a conspiracy theory. There is plenty of actual information out there about this subject from world leaders who have made videos, documentaries, spoke at the World Economic Forum, spoke at the UN, the big thing the UN has every year. I can't remember the name of it because I really don't pay attention to what the UN does. Because blue helmet invaders are not what I care about. At the end of the day, it's a Trojan horse for communism is the breakdown. And if you don't believe that, you can look around in the world and see what's going on around you right now. They're talking about state mandated equality, which is absolutely ridiculous. Small businesses are being throttled out for multinational corporations to add more money to the elite. They're dividing us along gender, racial, and socioeconomic lines. And, the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer. And it's not, I'm not saying that as a dig at the elites or the people with money, because I'm sure a lot of them have earned their money through their lifetime and they deserve to have that. But where they're going now is absolutely ridiculous. SARS-CoV-2, well, yes, it is a pandemic, and yes, it is killing people. 0.03% of the population, which is 3 out of every 100,000 or so. Most of them with already previous underlying health issues. Kind of like the flu. The flu kills 1.3% of the population every season. But we don't want to talk about that. Because, you know, reasons. But to say that they're separating us along gender and racial lines, in Scotland, they're making it illegal to call someone who is a male transitioning to a female anything other than a female. I'm sorry, I don't care how many surgeries you get, how many bits you get cut off of you. If you're born a male, you will always be a male. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean. If you feel better looking like a woman, then by all means live your best life. But if you have a 5 o'clock shadow or a full beard going on and need a shave and still have all your boy bits, do not expect me to call you a female. It is not going to happen. Because you're not. I'm sorry. This whole gender fluid, I can be whatever I want to be per day, whatever I wake up in the mood for, is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. It's a way to divide us. It's a way to cause tension and hate. Racial lines. If I really need to explain to you how they're dividing us along racial lines in this country, then you're at the wrong spot. Because you can look out your door, you can look out your window, pick up a newspaper, turn on the TV, go on YouTube, and you can see where it's happening. At the end of the day, we're all humans. At the end of the day, we all bleed red blood. I don't judge people based on their race.